Hey.
Welcome back. I started my professional career as a researcher and editor for David Eisenhower and then for Richard Nixon, working for the latter on a book called The Real War, during both the end of his time in San Clemente and after the former president returned to New York. The Real War was famously photographed under the arm of President Reagan as President Reagan campaigned against Jimmy Carter in 1980 before he was President Reagan. One piece of advice in the Real War, which President Reagan rather famously did not follow, was that presidents should never go to a summit, as in an important meeting with a crucial world leader, without knowing, quote, what was on the other side. Well, Reagan went to Reykjavik without knowing what was on the other side of that summit. And though that summit ended badly, it was in fact a good thing that it did so end. That's the thing about summits. You just can't evaluate them for a long time. That's what I wrote for the Washington Post on Tuesday. And I think any sober assessment of the Singapore summit has to wait upon events to judge its worth. Secretary of State Michael Pompeo said Thursday it would take North Korea 2 to 2.5 years to denuclearize. Of course, it won't take that long to observe cheating. One launch of an ICBM, one nuclear test, and we will know it was a sham by Kim Jong-un. And President Trump will be able to come to the country and state what could not be denied then, that he tried everything short of military conflict. And he may have to say that as a prelude to just that, military conflict. So I conclude today, as I did my Washington Post column, wait and see. Keep the hot takes for assessing the upcoming NBA draft. That draft is notoriously hard to project players not named LeBron on how they will do at the highest level. It's much, much harder to assess summits. It's with that sort of humility we ought to be hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. That's it for this week. Thank you for watching today. And please keep that conversation going on MSNBC.com/Hugh Hewitt. See you next week on Saturday morning, right here on MSNBC.